All right, so Lorelei and Laser Eyes, we played a bit of this, or quite a bit, last night. I don't think this is going to be super long part of the stream or anything. I'd say probably 2 hours at most. Maybe an hour and a half or so. Before I have to leave. Before you ask, yes, I have thought a little bit about that shortcut door with the V and the L and the 135 or whatever. I've only thought about it a little bit. Couldn't come up with an answer, honestly. So, also I realized at the end of the stream I didn't come to a computer to save. So once I turned the stream off, all I did was come down to this computer and saved. So, if for some reason continuity wise you're like, oh, why the hell are you at this computer? I just really walked down some stairs to save. So, also I'm more, other than the V and the L door thing I was thinking of, shortcut door. The other thing I was thinking of is, like, I'm so surprised that it wasn't what I thought it was going to be, and I thought there were going to be, like, multiple of those maze guys around oh, that's why this is acting weird. I grabbed the wrong controller. I took the wrong controller, and that's why it was acting weird. Jesus. This is why I bought a new controller. That was awkward. I was like, why am I having... If you noticed when I was walking a bit, there's something weird with the left stick on one of my controllers recently that I had to replace my controller completely. Like, I think I talked about it on stream a while back, but yeah, the controller I was using for a long time, the left stick, when you start holding right on it, if for some reason acts like you're walking, it like pulls left really quickly. I don't know what's going on, but there. Grab the right controller. That was really weird. I was like, why is it doing that? I actually was panicking. I was like, wait, did my new controller start doing that too? No. So what was I saying? Oh, I'm more curious why there's not more of those maze head guys, because I could have sworn it felt like I was going to be like, oh, there's a bunch of them, and there will be multiple of those question things or something. The quiz things, you know? Gun to my head. So yeah, let's just try to solve and explore a little bit here today. We'll probably end up playing even more of this tomorrow. I think tomorrow I want to hit Valkyria Chronicles and this. So it'll be a decent sized stream hopefully tomorrow, all things considered. I just won't be able to play super long this afternoon, especially after reading Igarashi there for a bit. Maps. Let's look at our map. And try to see, I just need to, I know I wrote down, let me see, I even grabbed my book before we switched to this. So shortcut door 17, that was the one that I still can't figure out. The west door, we have the west key, so wherever that west door was. The Roman numeral bike lock thing, because we kind of figured out that what those have. And then what was the other thing? Oh, and the crash. Let's leave the game crashing thing for later. For last, maybe. Because that could be interesting, but I don't know exactly what that's going to do or if it does anything. I want to try to see. First thing I'm gonna do. Go down. Go here. Oh, I thought there would be... Oh, yeah, this is that weird thing. That's not where I thought. Is it then? Do I go to floor 2 and then go down? Let me see. Trying to see how it is we access that. Oh, it might be this, yeah. Yes. So it's down the spiral staircase. And then up. What is the tune? I see obviously the book there, the musical sheet, but I don't know. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Trying to see if there's, because for a second I was like, oh, is it? There's 2 1s. I don't. What do the numbers mean on top of it? There's a lot of repeats. None of them have a 1. Is it really something like... That would have been crazy if that was it. Because I'm trying to see, I mean, there's staff sections with like 2 and then 4, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 6, 9. And that would at least correspond to numbers that are on here. I don't see any, and then if there's no 1s, you wouldn't have to guess at which one you're picking because they're duplicate 1s down here. And then you would be using 6 3s, 2s. But then, do you have to do something for the parts with no notes? Would you maybe use just this middle one? I mean, it's worth a shot, right? Damn. Yeah, I don't know. I have a feeling either I'm supposed to guess quite well, or there's a bit of info I could find somewhere. How is this door locked? Scent of coffee. Scent of coffee. Okay, so some kind of coffee thing. Disappointing. $1962 door. And then where's this go to? Cellar. Whoop. Oh, this is the game console thing. Right. Is this the bike lock? Ho ho! Alright, let me go just to remember the easiest way would be, assuming it's like the other one, right? bubmanXIV. XIV 2014. bubmanXIV. Bubman 14. Of course. Woo! what's going to be up here. Oh, I should mark it off on my book so that I'm actually keeping track, right? Be thorough about it. All right, a few rooms up here. Maybe we can learn more. A grandfather clock. I think I've talked about this on stream before, but during my teenage years, my mom had bought a grandfather clock for the house that we were at. And it was always just bing bonging around all the time. It was one of those ones that it was every hour and every 15 minutes. I mean, after a long while, you just got used to it, but crazy. Crazy. But it was nice, I guess. The clock ticks, but the hands are still. Move hands. Oh, you can set it to a time. I don't know what time you want to set it to. Huh. Now I'll buy that for $1. Now wait, the grandfather clock. Yeah, there's a door behind the grandfather clock, so you'd move it and then something. Assumingly by inputting a certain time, but what time? Time is the air. That was solved for a different thing, but I mean, could it hurt to try inputting 647? 1847 is used a lot. Obviously, 1847 translated to 24-hour clock would be... So that would be 6:30. I'm trying to see how it... Okay, so they point to... I was confused a bit by the Roman numeral thing because of... Ah, reasonable guess, Signorina. Oh, God, he's coming to chastise me for just reusing a time. Strange, is it not? One might think it is broken, Signorina. But here, time itself is broken. It flows mysteriously. Right now, it is always late by 21 minutes. Right now, it is always late by 21 minutes. This information is, as all information, a secret weapon. Use it wisely, Signorina. Clock is always late by 21 minutes. So do I just go forward 21 minutes or... Let me see. If it's always late, you would want to adjust forward 21 minutes, right? I think. Ah. How would I have known that? Unless the guy, it's just you guess and then the guy comes and tells you, like, gives you the helpful hint, like, hey, here you go, man. Balls have been placed in the triangle rack, but the 1, 8, 4, and 7 balls are missing. Not the balls. It reminds me of the fucking ball puzzle in Michigan Report from Hell from last year. Okay, so there's one of these horse statue things, which I still don't know what we do with. What we shove in there. Insert something in the horse behind the clock. Oh, it's the block we needed. GHIJKL. because that's right above us is going to be that down the drain it. So it actually did go. To that I say, Now, can I put... You would think then that you can, like... I should try. I'm going to that room first. That confuses me. Trying to remember what the easiest way of getting to that is. Is it through? Yes, I was right. Now, I don't know what would... It's definitely a cube goes in there, right? Because... That was just a complete guess. I was only guessing it would be this cube because the other ones seem like they would go in, and then maybe they're only going in once you put whatever's supposed to go into here, but I don't... You could, I guess, potentially brute force it. If you assume that it does have to go... A cube has to go into all these. The problem is, not only can they go in on the different sides, but could technically be rotated many ways. You know what I mean? So technically each rotation is a choice as well. I saw a horse of wise moonlight, and the rider presented herself as Pastintia. We tried putting the thing in here, and this was... Because maybe you would think, like, oh, you have to do it in order? Pastintia. I don't get this puzzle. I think there's something I'm just missing. Ideas-wise. Alright, where's that west door? I'm going to imagine... It's gotta be somewhere close. And by close, I mean... It's gotta unlock... Yeah, I knew it. Okay. Astronomical clock. Astronomical clock. I don't know. Northwest door. Mark this off my book. Love to see it. Just $8. Oh, we're back up to 10. I could potentially buy another game. How exciting. Which direction do I want to go? Let's go. Let's go left first. Make sure there's nothing else interactable in this room. Okay. Door. 1932 door. Use a maze slab. It's fine. Okay, so that's not getting us much. Let's go up then next. Yeah. Oh! Oh, it scared the shit out of me. Jesus. There is another man. What the hell is that all about, huh? Fuck is that all about, huh? God, why do they have to do that to me? We have a few details that we cannot seem to get right. Alright, we gotta do this better than the first one. I gotta make sure I'm looking at all angles correctly. Please try to remember Fraulein. Oh boy, okay. What's going on in this scene? Oh, you gotta spin it around. You gotta spin the chessboard around. There's a dog. Dog being pet. Dude, I feel... God, there's something... It's very similar to, like, me rattling off details to try to remember things. Back up. Let me see. Get the whole room. Okay, he's got a wine glass in his right hand. Petting dog with his left. 2 forks, 2 knives. Red rose. 5 lit candles. Wine bottle on his side. Glass. She also has a glass, probably for water. Wine glass filled, not holding. 2 forks, only 1 knife. That seems like an important detail. She's, I'm wearing shoes. How many fingers is she holding up? 3. Oh, we read this before, right? The 3 thing? The 3 fingers, closing her eyes, 3 fingers. That was a detail. The magician did something like that in a written thing that we read. Red rose. Total of 7 silverware. Because only she has 1 knife. 2 plates. 5 lit candles. Covering her eyes. And holding up 3 fingers. Petting dog. Can I see anything from this angle? Anything different? I think I'm good. Do you remember? I gotta get this. Very well. How many arms did the candelabra have? The candelabra? The candelabra? It technically had 4 arms, yeah? There's the middle lit candle and then an arm to... I'm probably gonna get this wrong. Arms. No! Arms, though. Arms, though. Fuck. I know I didn't save too terribly far out, but... This is the coffee door, right? Oh my god, I gotta make sure I do everything I did before. Fuck. Well, what did I try? I think I didn't waste a ton of, or there's not much for me to do because I think I tried the a lot of things with the new block that I got. So I think I just need to go and I think I'm fine. I think. So yeah, just because I did the whole, yeah, okay, I had to make sure that that was all filled in up there. Wait, no. Wait, yes? What? Yeah, I got the, yeah. Where's the, I'm just confused by the, oh, it's the cellar that had, okay, yeah. This was that whole area, and then I got the block. Of course. Okay. What do you mean there wasn't 4 arms? I counted there were 5 lit candles. What do you mean? I think it's just necessary that I always fuck up that puzzle thing. You know what I mean? The design on this door feels important. It kind of looks like it looks like a lot like that one keypad where you light up things. A bit. Alright, is there going to be a guy that comes and grabs me here? Or is that up here? Where was it? Was it down here? Where'd the guy go? Wait, is the guy just not going to show up anymore? What do you mean? You can't just not have the guy come back. Give me another shot. Oh, there it is. Oh my god, it scared me again. Jesus. Why? Why has he got to do it when I wasn't expecting? Is it on a timer? I don't know when it is they send a man. When do they send a man? How many arms are there, huh? What do you mean? There's not 4 arms. Do you count each of those as 2? Just 2? It's 1 and 2? Or do you count the middle one as... I better not be asked the same question, because I'm wondering, do you count it as 2, or do you count it as 5 heads? 5 arms. It said arms. Should I put 5 arms of a candelabra? Candelabra. That's fucked up. I guess if you ask me again, I'm gonna put 5. Because it makes more sense than putting 2. I mean... on the left hand, 3. Give it to me. This matches our information. Fraulein. Fraulein. I meant to say this yesterday and then I completely forgot. I don't think I brought it up, but seeing a script written out, it just brings back memories. I've talked about how like in college I took like writing classes for production and stuff, but also when I was when I was a teenager, I've talked about like how I was a member of a prominent Pokemon online community. and I was part-time writing fake for the popular podcast that was put on by the channel, or the site was basically for like part of the podcast was like sometimes like needed or wanted like fake like Pokemon commercials. And the main guy who was in charge of producing and getting those over to then the podcast part would like take submissions or whatever. I'd work with him occasionally. And I remember downloading like a program to basically write out scripts like this. And so I remember constantly like writing, like I had like, obviously they were mostly like parody, like jokey commercial kind of things that we'd write for. Almost like if it was like in-universe Pokemon radio adverts or something. Like I look back fondly on that because it was a nice creative little exercise. But the guy was a very huge stickler about like how like even though they were just like fake parody commercials, he wanted them written script wise as kind of like this kind of thing. And so I just remember I have like flashbacks too, constantly writing out and having to redo and then thinking up jokes for Pokemon stuff. Core memory unlocked. Dining hall night. Interior hotel dining hall night. The woman studies her host in the flickering candlelight. Piano music plays from the turntable. The woman takes a deep breath. Now, the maze I'm designing, I have very little information. Yes, the maze is in a sense metaphorical. In what way? I think that is not something that should be put to words. You must find it yourself within the maze. The woman makes a frustrated face. But what is it for? The maze is for getting lost, Signorina. I could use some technical specifications. The OCU-3 is... Signorina, we must remember the unfortunate hen who won the farmer's race. Tonight, we eat and drink. They raise their glasses and drink. The woman glances at her host. You said that we were alone, but I saw... The man interrupts. Yes, Rudy. The man snaps his finger. Rudy, a black Labrador, comes running from the room and trots over to the table. The man ruffles Rudy's fur. What I like best about Labradors is their complete disregard for financial institutions. No, I saw a man, a magician. The man stops petting Rudy. Signorina, that is great news. We cannot rely on technology alone. Now we have magic. Tell me more, please. He made this gesture. The woman covers her eyes with her right hand and raises her left hand, holding up 3 fingers. The man watches her seriously. Signorina, listen carefully. It is a greeting and a warning. I had a similar encounter years ago in the depths of Cinterzo Studios. Art can be very dangerous at times. The man stares out into space. Then he snaps back and smiles. But you need not worry about the magician or his brothers. Act as if he was never here. Yet. The man runs over to the turntable and puts on a cha-cha. Turns to the woman and bows. May I? Great. Yeah, I have no idea when or why those guys pop up now because I thought there would be a bunch and I thought it was location based. Then we got one and then never again. And I was like, oh, maybe there's just one. But it couldn't have just been one because we need a bunch of script pages. And now I'm just confused. Is it a certain amount of puzzles solved and then they'll start appearing or... Very, very confusing. Let's go down. No, we already went up, so let's go up. No, I'm back to actually being terrified that the possibility that a man might just appear at some point. A maze-faced man. Always turn on the ambient music. Ambient. The ambiance. Shortcut door 18. Oh, I could really use a win here. Oh boy. Which number is hidden in the underlined sentence? How? 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 Which number is hidden in the underlined sentence? I'm trying to see if there's a 2-digit number, obviously, to unlock the door. The question is, I don't think... At first, my first inclination is that the words, like, above the numbers, the years, were spelling out the years, but I don't think that's it, because especially with the question marks and the exclamation, like, that's just Herskoskande Tipser Band. Obviously, those years are important years throughout the lore of the game so far. Tipser Bandelder. It's definitely not Latin. It's either something else or it's made up. You know what I mean? Hmm. A number hidden. I already know the answer to this one. Too bad I don't know where puzzle number 1 is. But I can see it's +3, +5, +7. And then you go +9, so it's 25. And then +11, that goes to 36. +13 goes to 49. Why do I always feel like I can easily solve the ones that I'm not offered at the moment? Renzo. 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 Herskoskandy is do I think that first word, what says underlined sentence? Is it one word and then two word sentence, dot dot dot, ellipses, but it's one number and then another number? What would the top part even mean? Hidden in the underlined sentence. I don't know. I don't want to think about it too much, though. I mean, I'll at some point I'm gonna come back to all these shortcut doors and unlock them. But now that I'm thinking of fucking Renzo, I should probably go and try to unlock that door. That I feel like I've probably heard the name Renzo before. Renzo, Renzo. Had I not tried this before? Okay, honestly, this is gonna sound ridiculous. I hope I put in Renzo here and it doesn't open, because I could have sworn I've bounced around the name Renzo before, and this whole time when I was like, oh, what's the name that's here? I should have had it. Renzo 57382. No. Come on. Come on. Ah. Idiot. I'm such a idiot. It is one little room. Call about puzzle boxes. What do you mean call about? I only put 4 things. Oh, there's a bunch. What? Oh, what the fuck? It's always input 4 things. Huh. Might as well mark these all into my thing, right? It's these little inputs again. Adding them to my notes so that when I cross them off, it makes me feel more accomplished. So many puzzle boxes. All needing 4 inputs. What could be in all these puzzle boxes, huh? Hopefully something good. Lorelei Weiss. Verschlossene Ernergren. Teak, oak, steel, aluminium. In Verschlossene, the artist invites us to participate, play, and ponder. At a glance and first touch, these boxes appear nonsensical and unopenable. At closer inspection, patterns appear, forming meaning and order. The participant can start to sense that this piece is only part of a greater puzzle with solutions elsewhere. Perhaps even else when. What do you mean else when? Another year, another time, another space. Now it said, call about the puzzle boxes. Who would I call? How? Whomst? Number? Call about the puzzle boxes. Why did that get added when I walked into the room? I for a second thought by reading this note there was going to be a phone number to call, but I need to call into the past or the future. Who wants to be called? Who wants to be called? Who wants to be called a millionaire? Well, back to the west door. Oh, I can't open that. Wait, there was another room beside the... Was there? Next to the shortcut room? Oh, there is. Another... What was that noise? Oh god, that's creepy. What the hell? Ooh, aperitifs. Aperitifs is the... That's the second time in like 3 days I've heard or read the word aperitifs. Vermouth, Palinka, Akvavit. Aperitifs. The easiest way to think of aperitifs is kind of like an appetizer, but it's not really an appetizer. It's more commonly known as like the bit of alcohol you would have as like an appetizer to your meal. So it's like, in theory, it's supposed to be the like, especially if you're having like a chef prepared meal with courses and stuff, you would have a bit, just a bit of alcohol that's supposed to complement what the rest of the meal is going to be, and it's supposed to like kind of like set your palate to what you're about to have. So it's the part of a constructing that whole scene for you as you partake the meal in a bit, you know? Aperitif. Cocktails. Gin and tonics. Elderberry, ooh. Tonight's menu, cucumber salad, soy, sesame. Kohlrabi with bread, whipped butter, cabbage and mushrooms, cheese with eggplant, with fresh peas, black pepper, chocolate muffin with raspberries, mint, white sugar, 5-course menu, wine pairing. Oh boy, what is all this? Pinot Noir, Merlot, Cabernet Sauvignon, Trollinger, Schwarz Riesling, Primitivo, and then the white wines. Look at that, 1847, aged. Holy, that's old. Ooh, also 1847. That year is important. That must mean something. Also, you can't buy it by the glass. You can only buy a bottle. That must also mean something. Unless it's just to draw your eyes there. Here we see 2014 is also doesn't, you can't buy the glass. So that's probably, and then 1963. Yeah. No glass buyers. Beer. Okay. Non-alcoholic spring water and soda water. Digestifs. Coffee, drip coffee, espresso, cappuccino. Me espresso, something something. Coffee drinks, espresso martini. Dude, I remember I had my first espresso martini like probably like 2 or 3 years ago. And I feel like it was before the espresso martini thing actually like really took off in like the last 2 years. So when I ordered it, I was like, what could that possibly be? And I remember getting it, and then the people at the table, I think it was for like a, was I there for, I think it was sort of like a baby shower thing. And a friend invited me, and we went to some like breakfast place. Anyway, I had gotten it, and then everyone at the table was like, what did you order? And I'm like, something called an espresso martini. And it was really fucking good. I was like, ho, ho, ho. And I don't think I've had one since then, but whatever. Irish coffee also sounds really good right now. Well, they knocked over a table, which I think was the noise. And then the glass, and then $1 was on there. And that menu. That's strange, though. I still don't know what I'm supposed to do with the espresso machines. But I would assume it has something tied to that door of that you can smell coffee through, you know? Oh, I'm making bank now. We're making bank. There's dollars everywhere. Is there anything in this room? Oh, there's another $1. Oh, it's just money. A money room? That's crazy. There's like a faint hum. Sounds like a camera. Is there a camera like moving that I can't see? Oh, it can let's see if it moves. So whenever I move into this spot, I can't tell if it's like a camera or if it's, I'm hearing something like, is it like the hum of a fridge? Is this a freezer or something? That might be what it is. Oh shit, we know. We know it's going to be a long one. MDCCC XLVII XLVII. I already forgot what I was saying. I'm telling you, man. I'm in 10 years time. My brain is just gonna be absolute mush. NDCCC XLVII 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 M. What did I say? DC? Yeah, it's D and then 3 C's. I think. Brain just absolute mush. Yeah. When I want to take out the bottle that has the that menu. Where's that menu? Restaurant menu. I'd assume you want to take out the 1847 Geese Schwartzling. Geese Schwartzling? That's not even listed. Geese Schwartzling? Ah! Some kind of mechanism keeps it stuck in the rack. What do you mean some kind of mechanism? What are the other ones? Diamant. Oh, it's the second. So Mueller Thurgau Garganega Mueller Thurgau. Nope. Keeps stuck. Oh. Oh, it didn't. Wait, what was that movement?
What's all that movement back there? What's all that movement?
Did you see when I pulled? Is it an order thing? Or did I pull them and then they... It probably reset. Is it like a... Oh, it's like a it probably reset is why that is happening. It's got to be something we pull on each one then, probably. Let me see if it's... If I pull... Wait, what did I say? Suit and sunglasses. Oh, an American dollar. I gotta be... The ones I'm pulling are... Also, if there's a potential for a dollar to be got, I should try to check them. Dancing monks. I guess my question is, I would assume I have to pull the 3 and then do one other thing to activate. Is there something on the wall I activate, or is there a 4th bottle in this one that I like complete the puzzle? I'm gonna go back to the menu here in a second to try to see if there's one other telltale. Okay, so obviously that makes a lot of sense. What would be, and clearly, and then they reset. Is it just by year? Do I just go in order? That might be it. So you would go Schwarzling, Garganega, Nega, and then Mueller. It could be something as simple as that. I don't know. It is. It's just a year thing. Fuck, I should have realized. I should have, like, considered that as an option way first. Way earlier, I mean. Fuck. But yeah, it just is another one of these things that I don't know what to stick. Ten. Okay, which number is hidden behind the black bar? I think it just has to do with ABC. Yep. It's I'm pretty sure I immediately figured it out. R is 1 8 and then E is 5. So 5 8 O O is 15. So the number is 8 1. Wait, see, like, way too easy. Some of these, I cannot, I just do not get. I mean, I assume it's because it's puzzles and, like, some things you're just immediately going to see. But just the wildly difference and variance in the difficulty of these sometimes. Wild. Wild, he says. How do I call about the puzzle boxes? Is there a puzzle man in the phone directory? there someone labeled Mr. Puzzle? I'm looking for a Mr. Puzzle. Oh, well. I mean, this is actually a crazy thought, but let me just check. By saying Mr. Puzzle, SC Bolt, could I potentially call SC Bolt? Is there a bolt in here? No, there isn't. Fuck, I thought. I was like, oh man, Mr. Puzzle himself. Give him a call, ring him up, ask him about the puzzle boxes. It'll be great. Who are all these other people then? Could I literally just go through this and just call everyone? Would I get anything? Am I supposed to? Would I want to? There's so many. Call about the puzzle boxes. Well, I guess the last thing I can do probably for the afternoon here is do the game crashing thing and see what results from that, you know? I'm gonna, just to save time, I'm gonna take a photo with my phone, the bug report thing, so that I can just easily, instead of having to write it down, where would it be? I know I saw it before. No, it's not game tester's note. Bug report. Okay, I'm just gonna take a photo of this. Ka-chink. Okay. So we'll just do these. And who knows what's gonna happen. But we'll do it. Now, where the fuck is the game system again? Room 1. No. Floor 1, I mean. Floor 2? Floor 3? Wait, is that it in floor 3? There's a game console thing. Picture image. But that's not. It's here. It's in the cellar. Is there 2 game systems? Curious. Get me in. Hook me up. I'm scared. I assume with the bugs are something scary is gonna happen. Trying to walk past the sign by the boulder in the direction the sign is pointing triggers an unavailable animation and sets the player character transform incorrectly. Repeatedly triggering this bug will eventually result in a software crash. Trying to walk past the sign by the boulder. Trying to walk past the sign near boulder. I have to find a sign that's near a boulder. That looks like a sign near a boulder, doesn't it? So, trying to walk past the sign in the direction the sign is pointing. Okay, it's gonna be creepy, isn't it? Oh! Oh! I did it! Shit! The software sent an invalid request to memory address 8A0. Software has been stopped to prevent damage to the development hardware. 8A0? 8A0. Eight A zero. So standing by the magician and repeatedly spinning around on the spot will set the magician's transform incorrectly. Trying to interact with the magician will make a software crash. Where's a fucking magician? Magician. Oh. Ah! Ah! B7E. Software sent invalid request. B7E. So we're getting some kind of codes of some sort. I should probably note that these codes have this is this crash report 1 or 2? Bug report 1. Okay, so I'm gonna write something here. I don't know if this is gonna come back and help me, but the crash on the crash report picture I took, the issue IDs are gamma, delta, theta, and while that could just be a way to group them off, it might be important to note the letters that are actually going to each error code basically thing. You know what I'm saying? Or at the very least, it might help that I group them. Oh, see, these are going to be important. I need to know. I need to hold on to those. See, I think. Yeah, I think this is. Okay, so prototype 1, 8A. Oh, I should have written gamma, delta, theta. Gamma, delta. Gamma 8A. Is that a 0 or an O? Well, who knows? To me, it looks like more like a 0, but this one, B7E. And then we'll see what theta gives us. Yeah. Yeah. So what's the code? What's the error? Suspending the game when close to the lonely grave will result in the software starting in a corrupt test area when resuming. Interacting with grave 1, then grave 8, then grave 4, and finally grave 7 crashes the software. Suspending the game when close to the lonely grave. Suspending the game while close. I'll suspend you. So suspending is an actual thing. Lonely grave. Probably the grave by itself. Whoa. God, I hate tank controls. It's like, it's not, it's kind of like tank controls. I mean, it might as well be. But it's, oof. Okay, so suspend while here. Oh. Oh boy. Ah! Whoa! That's so cool. It's kind of a cool concept. I've always talked about even as a kid, when video games like broke, or if you fell like out of bounds in video games, or you got somewhere where you shouldn't be or something, that always kind of like personally freaked me out as a kid. There's something like unsettling about seeing almost like a version of like peeking behind the curtain of a video game to where it shouldn't be. Not so much so that the illusion is broken is scary, but you're like, oh, I shouldn't be seeing this, and this guy's scary, and the game might break. Like, there was instilled in me as a young kid playing games that would occasionally, obviously, like bugs or something would happen. There's always just something like creepy as I was a kid, and that's always now carried over into now like my adult years. You're always like, oh fuck, something spooky. Like, there's just something inherently spooky in my eyes about a game that's like breaking or struggling to do what it's supposed to do. I don't know if I'm explaining that well, but interact 1847, so the year 1847 makes sense. 1 1 8. Make sure I hit the right one. Okay, we're gonna get crash. Ah. C6A. 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 Cool. Bug report 1. Gamma, Delta, Theta, in that order. 8A, 0 or O, B7E, 6CA. Okay. What do those do? We don't know. Yeah, I think I really need to. This is note for next time we play this. Um, the patterns on these doors, I think, are definitely important, especially if the game is noting them for you. There's something to these. Like, especially when you see this and you're like, ooh, yeah, this looks exactly kind of like that one. Something about it. That might be where the next thread we pull here, because it's at least something I can check around or check for and kind of like do something. We'll see. Go to like the corresponding safe, because it's like the safes that have stuff like that. But then in the safes, we usually have gotten like floppy disks, but not like keys to the doors. And you would assume, you would guess like, oh, it's a key to the doors found in the lock with the one that has this and that. But I don't know if that's necessarily how this works. I don't know. Also, how many of these? Sorry, I gotta see something. I'm gonna see something without saying what I'm seeing because I need to. Okay. And how many streams of this have I done? This is stream 4. Okay. Just curious. Okay. Yeah, that'll have to do it for the afternoon. Like I said, I've got plans for this night. So, I gotta leave. But in mostly like an hour of playing, we got some things done. Tomorrow, the plan is mostly to focus on Valkyria Chronicles. That's the game I mostly want to try to get quite some work done in. But I wouldn't be surprised if I try a bit of Lorelei, playing Lorelei and Laser Eyes here for just a bit more, progress a bit more. Still no idea what I'm doing Monday. A day I have off for holiday. But I mean, I guess there's the option that I do a long stream during the day. But I don't know if I just want to do a normal Monday night thing. Just do other stuff with my night. Still unsure. Maybe I'll know closer to, maybe I'll know tomorrow. But yeah, have a nice rest of your Saturday. Take it easy. Stay safe. Stay well. Hope you're enjoying this playthrough. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you're, I don't know, doing whatever. And I'll be back tomorrow night, or tomorrow, with at least Valkyria Chronicles. So, until then.